Happy World Cup to everyone, and in honor of the beautiful game, I thought it'd be fun to go over one of the rules of soccer. If you like watching it and maybe you're a little bit confused about what's going on sometimes, one of the things that stands out is the offsides rule. That is probably when you're watching a game and all of a sudden the side ref waves their flag and play gets stopped and you're probably like, what is going on? Because no one got touched and you're a little confused. So let's get into it. This is for all my visual learners out there. In soccer, you have 11 people on the field. You have a keeper, and then you have 10 players on the field. Keep in mind, I have this, so everyone in black, this is going to be your defensive end. That means that they are playing defense on this side, and they are trying to score goals on green on this side. Vice versa, this is green's defensive side, and they're trying to score goals on this side against black. There are a couple of things to keep in mind when it comes to offsides. When you're thinking about the offsides rule is that you can only be offsides on your offensive end. What that means is that green cannot be offsides until they cross this halfway line. In that same way, black cannot be offsides until they cross this halfway line. So everyone over here would always be on sides no matter what for black. Green over here would always be on sides no matter what for green. Once you cross the half from your defensive half over into the offensive half, that's when you can get called for offside. Another thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about the offsides rule is that offside starts from when the ball is passed, when it's kicked, not when you receive it. So you can be in an offsides position receiving the ball as long as you were on sides when the ball was kicked. Now for the actual positioning of it all. Focus on black defending and green being offense. So that means green is defending this side and they're coming this way trying to score a goal here. So right now, if any of these green players were to pass the ball over to these green players, they would be onside because there is a defender on the defensive side who is between them and the goalkeeper. What makes you offsides is if you were to move this player up. Maybe you have your 4-4 starting here. Let's move this player down a little bit. If this green player were to be in this position when their team kicks the ball to them, they would be offsides. And that's because when you're attacking the other side, there always has to be a defender between you and the goalie when the ball is kicked. I'm going to say that one more time. You have to have a defender in front of you for you to be in an onside position. If you are in front of their last line of defense, you're going to be offsides. And again, that's when the ball is kicked. So you'll see a lot of the time too when you're watching that they'll put a line across the field on something like this, an imaginary line when they're going over the replays. And that's to just show you that, okay, you have your last line of defense here and here now. This player is obviously past that last line of defense. That means that they are further ahead than the last line of defense for the black team. That means they're offsides. It will be called. And the other thing you're probably wondering is, okay, I've seen people be offsides then before and the ref doesn't call it right away. Great point. Great question. The reason that that happens is because they will always let the play finish out just in case they happen to be wrong. CYA kind of situation, you know, cover your arse. You're just gonna let the play out because it's way easier to take a goal back after review than to try to give the team that same forward momentum. And you can't just give them a goal, but you also can't say they would have scored no matter what. We don't know that. So they let the play out until the ball either goes out, a goal is made, or the forward momentum stops, at which case then the offsides will be called. That way, if there's any review, if there's any confusion, it can go either way. Say they do score a goal, but then the ref says, okay, that was offsides. They can take that goal away. I hope that helps, and I hope you have a lot of fun watching because soccer is amazing, and everyone should watch the beautiful game.